One thing I want to talk about is what to wear at weddings. I saw a couple comments in the DJ groups about it. You know, people asking what they wear, and like, you know, the one dude was like, yeah, somebody was flaming me for what I wear, saying I looked old. So like, what the fuck do I wear? You know, and he's like being honest. And I was like, damn. And I'm no fashionista. All right, I don't know shit about fashion, or very little. So like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what to wear. I'm just gonna give you a couple rules so you don't look dumb. I'm gonna give you some don't do it's. Okay, some things, some mistakes people make that I think are easily avoidable, so you don't look dumb. Okay? Again, these aren't fashion tips. It's just basically, I don't care what fashion you're into, you don't do this. Number one, the company polo. I cannot stand the company polo. I get a company polo if you work for ADT and they're coming to your house to install something, and they knock on your door and you want to look outside and make sure they're in a company polo, ADT polo, so you're not going to get raped when you open the door, right? That makes sense. You know, you got to identify yourself. You got to have some kind of uniform. You know, if you're a Verizon guy, you know, you work at Best Buy, you want to wear a company polo. I get that. Not at weddings. There's absolutely no reason ever you should ever wear a company polo at weddings. Stop doing it right now. I don't care who said it was okay. You got to stop doing that. Okay, you're advertising, you're soliciting advertising your company. That is the most tacky shit ever. Okay, if somebody gives a shit where you work or what company you own or work for, they'll ask you for a card. I don't care if it's tucked into a nice pair of slacks. I don't care how you do it. Wear a suit like the rest of the guests. You just obviously look like you're working, obviously look like you're just hired help. It's just so tacky. Even if you go, you can even tell the venues, like if you go to a nice venue, if you're at a yuppie venue, they're going to be wearing suits. All the waiters are going to wear suits and button-ups and bow ties and shit. But if you go to an in-between venue that wear like, you know, it's kind of on the cheaper side, what are they going to wear? Company polos. How many venues I've been to where they wear company polos to the actual wedding? That's literally what they wear. But I guarantee, but they're always the shitty venues that do that. So it's a direct course, it's literally directly related to like pricing and whatnot. Like if you wear a nice suit to a wedding and you look presentable like that, you're going to appear like you cost more money. If you're trying to charge more money, you're going to appear that way. You know what I mean? If you just wear a company polo to the wedding, I don't care where you're at, you look cheaper. You look like you were just, you know what I mean? It's bad. It's tacky. Don't do it. There's no reason. Okay. Buy a fucking button up and put it on. Buy a jacket, put it on. It's not a lot of money. You know, go to Marshall's, go to Boscov's, grab a jacket off the rack. They always have sales, $40 for a sport jacket. Don't got to match the pants if you can't afford a suit or whatever. It's not expensive. So just stop wearing the company. Trust me. Just trust me. There's literally, I was thinking last night, I was like, there's got to be a reason why you would do this. And I can't think of one. And we're talking weddings, okay? You do other events, whatever. I don't know. I don't do those other events. When it comes to weddings, do not wear your company polo. And then same goes for a t-shirt. I kind of like, I can never pull it off personally, but I kind of like the t-shirt with a suit look, right? Like, you know how some guys, like you'll have like a black suit and then he'll have like a white t-shirt on, you know, so it's not a button up, but it's like a really nice white t-shirt on under the suit. You know, you'll see like Ryan Seacrest do it, shit like that. I like the look. I don't hate the look, but if you're going to wear a t-shirt, if you're doing that look at the wedding, do not take off your jacket. Don't be showing those arm hairs. Don't show your elbows at a damn wedding. Tacky, because you instantly, the second you take off the jacket, ruins the whole fit. It literally instantly, you look like you didn't dress up. It looks like you're wearing your undershirt, especially if like you're sweating or if it's getting crazy, you're DJing, like it starts getting like all kind of like stretched out a little bit. You just look like shit. You know what I mean? If you're going to wear a t-shirt, leave your damn jacket on. And when it comes to your jackets coming off in general, Mike Walter has a great rule that I live by. And that is never, if you're not wearing a t-shirt, that is, if you're wearing like a button up, you know, you don't take your jacket off until the groom does. Watch the groom. If the groom takes his jacket off, rolls up his sleeves, you could take your jacket off and roll up your sleeves. If the groom's still buttoned up, then you got to stay buttoned up. Because maybe if the groom's still buttoned up all night, maybe he's just a buttoned up kind of guy. So he'll look at you with your sleeves rolled up and be like, this guy's like all sloppy. He'll judge you because, you know what I mean? It's a telltale sign. What he does is a telltale sign of what he believes in as far as like attire and all that stuff. So go by the groom. Great advice from Mike Walter there, and I really do follow that advice. I'm not taking my jacket off till the groom does. And another thing is non-tailored clothes. I see this all the time. Bring your suit or your pants, your jacket bring it to your dry cleaner, have them tailor it. If you're not aware, it costs $15 to tailor a pair of pants, maybe $20, depending on your area. For a jacket, $25, $20, maybe $30 if it's expensive. That's it. It's not a lot of money. Save your money. Go buy a pair of pants at Boscov's or Kohl's or wherever, right? You don't have to have the fanciest suits in the world at first. You evolve all that sort of thing if you get into it, whatever. I don't care what you wear. Just make sure it's tailored. Make sure they hem the pants to your height. Make sure the jacket isn't frumpy. Make sure they hem the sleeves so it's the right length sleeves. Make sure, like, they can take some inches off around the chest if it's like super baggy on you, or vice versa. Like, just tailor your clothes. It costs dollars. It literally costs dollars, a couple bucks, and you're going to look clean no matter what. I don't care how expensive. That's how you buy a cheaper suit or cheaper clothes and make it look expensive. You tailor it. It costs a couple dollars. Do not wear anything unless it's tailored. Tailored sounds like fancy when you think, oh, I tailored my suit, but it's not. It's really cheap. You know what I mean? You can do it anywhere. So just don't do that. Especially in this off season. Tailor your clothes, DJs. People judge that sort of thing. I do, anyway. I'm judging shit. If your pants are dragging, I'm like, does this dude even do weddings? Like, what is this guy doing? It looks like he's going to, you know what I mean? Every time I see pants drag, it reminds me of those Jinko jeans back in my day when I was in high school in the 2000s. You had the Jinko jeans, and they would drag, and they would always have like the fruffles at the end. You know, all the goth kids had the fruffles, and they would just have these long lines of fruffles. Drives me nuts. Another thing too is the X. If you buy a suit, I never knew this until someone pointed out to me, and I felt really stupid. So I'm telling you, okay, maybe you don't know. When you buy a suit or you buy a jacket, it's going to have this little X thing on it, right? I don't know why they do it, but it's like basically like it's knitted, like it's a X knitted in there, and it holds the suit together like when they ship it. You want to pull that out, like literally forcefully, like rip that off, like rip the suit apart, and then pull that string out before you wear it. I see so many people, especially wedding guests too, like you could tell they just bought the suit, you know what I mean? They still got the X in the suit. Rip that shit out. It looks stupid. Anybody that dresses up knows, like, oh man, this guy never dresses up. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget to rip this stuff out. It's not a fashion statement. It's nothing to do with the style. It's literally just for shipping. You got to rip that out and pull it out. But not for nothing, if you get your clothes, if you actually tailor your jacket, they'd rip it out for you at the dry cleaner, because it's just part of tailoring or whatever too. So, that's a double whammy too. Like if I see an X in someone's jacket, I know they didn't tailor it either because they would have ripped it out. So don't do that, people. Make sure you rip that out. I used to rock jackets like that all the time until someone told me. I think I was like 21. And they're like, yeah, you should really like rip that out. Did you know that? I'm like, nope, had no idea. Thank you. I've been looking dumb for a while. And then a scruffy face, unshaved mess. I have a scruffy face here and there, but like if you rock a scruff, that's it. But you know what I mean? If you are outside of your realm, always look clean. Don't not shave for a wedding. If you wear facial hair, if you have a scrub, whatever, clean it up. Just make sure you're clean and presentable. Remember, this is a formal occasion. Don't sleep on that. When you do 100 weddings a year, it can start to feel like a job, I guess, and you kind of get used to it, whatever, and you just show up, with your messy hair and your messy beard or whatever, and it's like, whatever, I'm working. No, every wedding's a Super Bowl. It's formal. Don't not shave your face. Don't not look clean. There's no excuse for that, okay? And it costs $0. It costs $1 for the razor or whatever. Shave your face. Look clean and presentable. Wear deodorant. Wear cologne. Not too much, but enough. Smell nice. Look nice. Put a Listerine strip in so your breath isn't kicking. Tailor your suit. All that stuff. All these things I'm telling you doesn't cost a lot of money, but they pay dividends. You're going to look put together, and it's important. At the end of the day, you're hosting the party. You want to look put together. You want to look like you got your shit together, because it helps when it comes to DJing. It helps when it comes to DJing. People are going to trust you more. If you look put together, you got a nice presentation. First impressions matter, just like we said with the meetings. So if you have a good first impression, the crowd is more likely to trust you, and you want the crowd to trust you. If the crowd doesn't trust you, if the crowd is like kind of thinking like, oh, this guy's going to suck, then you're starting from a couple steps behind. You really are. You have to earn that trust with the crowd, and it makes your job harder. So all of this shit matters. All of it. And it matters to your own personal psyche because you want to look good, feel good, all that stuff. It matters. Don't sleep on this shit. If you're the type of person that's never really cared about your appearance, you kind of wear what you wear and that's it, that's fine. But when it comes to weddings, you got to care. You have to. You have to. And you'll thank me. You'll thank me. It'll help your own psyche. It'll help overall Crowd will trust you. You're going to look good. Feel all that stuff. It matters. It's good representation. Everything. And then as far as I figure I'd give you guys my favorites real quick. So my favorite shoes are Cole Haan. Obviously, I'm not affiliated. I got no affiliate links. Just Google it. But like, just to let you know, in case you're wondering, like Cole Haan shoes are the shit. They have outlets where you can get shoes pretty cheap, decently cheap. These aren't Cole Haan's like in between, right? Like if you get an expensive Cole Haan pair, it's like $200, $180. But then like you can go to the outlet and get like $80, $100, like in that realm. But all their dress shoes are super, super comfortable. It's literally the only dress shoe I wear because I think it's a solid price. I'm not trying to spend $500 for a pair of shoes. I'm not trying to get Louboutins, right? If that's you, that's fine. Me personally, I want to be I want comfort. I care about comfort, and then like I want it to not be ugly. So I think Cole Haan is a perfect balance of that. Check them out. Literally saved my back when I bought them. Indochino for suits. They do custom suits, but they're affordable. So it's like $300-$400 a suit. Again, in the middle, not super expensive, but not super cheap either. But it's custom. They get all your measurements and it fits you perfect, which is really cool. So they tailor them right there. But if you're on a budget, you're starting out, go to Kohl's, go to Boscov's, go to the department stores, try and find a jacket, try and find pants, try and find a whole suit that fits you as best as possible. Then bring it to your dry cleaners, have them hem it, have them tailor it to you so it fits nice, and that's it. You're fine, okay? You don't have to spend $400 for a suit when you're starting out. And same thing goes for you ladies in your Hillary Clinton pantsuits, all right? Tailor those bitches. Tailor them. Belt, socks, I usually just get at a department store. I really don't have you know what I mean? I just get a cool belt. When the belt starts, looking frumpy, I buy another one. That's it. Nice and easy. And then accessories, like if I wear like a little flower on my lapel, like any lapels, things like that, pocket squares, I always buy accessories from Amazon. You get them in bulk. You can get a whole variety of flowers to wear for like $8. If you buy the accessories at the suit store, like at Men's Warehouse or at like any of the suit stores or where you're buying the suit, chances are the accessories are going to be outrageous. You're going to be paying $10 for a pocket square when you can get 20 pocket squares for $8 on Amazon, and you can't tell quality wise. Like it's just it's an accessory in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's not real silk. Like who's touching your pocket square? If you're really, unless you're actually blowing your nose in that bitch, you're fine. Just get the cheapest one you can find. And I think Amazon is best for those accessories. That's one thing where, they'll, they tax you on in the stores is like all the accessories and stuff. And, some people get socks off Amazon. The thing is, like, I want socks to be comfortable, so I kind of always look for like comfortable socks in the department stores. I'll spend a little extra money for socks and underwear and stuff like that just because I want it to be. I'm all about comfort in my 30s.